Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm at the ranch in South Georgia. I'm out here working. Today I went ahead and changed that fender. You see it's bent a little bit over there. He had changed this before. I guess he had been in a fender bender. As you can see, there it is. I went ahead and pulled that. That was dry rot, that little washer reservoir. And if you also remember, this sail panel was broken right about here. I got another black one, not beautiful, but it's in good shape. It has a little crack here from when we pulled it, but once you paint it, nobody will notice that. So the car's coming back together. I'm either thinking about getting the other part of the key from the original owner. I got the rest of it out of the ignition, or either relock and put new keys and locks on the doors and trunk. I don't know. I got the keys for that one, and that one's got the interior and the windshield. So this is what's next. The windshield's got to be changed. I'm going to do an interior swap on this car. There's the rest of that sail panel. This bottom piece today, I'm going to go ahead and clip that little rubber piece off under there with some snips, because this car's low anyway, and I want that out of there in case I go up on an incline on an angle. That's going to scrape regardless. So I'm getting these skirts back on. There's one more skirt to go over here, and the two front caps, if you see right there in the front. I'm going to show you the Mystic hood. See how it's green? Well, if you look at different colors, see how it looks purple now? That's kind of cool. Somebody grabbed that. That's off of the 96. So also, you see the little end cap here? I'm going to get the end caps all together and back on. There's some little clips there I need. I might have to outsource those clips. And then there's some screws here that you attach it to the... I need to get those screws. I might head to the junkyard today and grab those screws. Other than that, the car runs good. I'm going to do a fuel filter and see. I got a slight bobble when it runs. When I first started, I got to pull the regulator off, or it sounds like a slight surge till fuel pressure builds. It's actually a fuel problem. It's not a mass airflow problem. Last time I was here, I cleaned the mass airflow and it was running amazing. Well, I remember I turned the key several times, siphoned the key before I started, and that sends fuel pressure to the line up front. And after 5-10 minutes, it starts running great, but initially it runs like crap. So I have to pull the line off the regulator, and what that does is pushes the fuel pressure up a little bit more. And it runs a little higher, but it runs great. So after 5-10 minutes, I'll push that back on, and I notice, hey, it starts settling out. So I'm hoping this is a fuel filter, and I'm going to go ahead and swap that filter and do an oil change today. Cut that stuff off and maybe swap some rims, take it up and down the road a couple times, do some hits, just see what it's got, see what everything's going on. I do notice the car shifts great into all gears. It has an aftermarket clutch, but I noticed when I was starting it yesterday, I have three other issues I noticed while I'm here. The alternator is making a little noise. The second issue is I got a header leak on the driver's side, which I need to put a drop-in gasket. And the fuel filter. So we're going to see about getting that. Oh no, and the last thing is, I noticed when I start the car, and I've had another Mustang, my Cobra over there, is just like this. Sometimes when you start the car, every time actually, when you start the car and you have it running, you'll hear clutch noise until you depress the clutch. I don't know if that's throwout bearing alignment or it's a clutch issue. I'll have to check that out. Maybe possibly drop the transmission. But it goes into all the gears, has an aftermarket performance clutch and a Pro 5.0 short throw shifter. And this is a real GTS. So my ideas are to convert this whole interior and stick it into this one. Now realize this interior has the manual doors. This is a power option. So the reason why I'm going to change the doors, they have little dents on the bottom. When I get it cleaned, you'll be able to see it. There's like 3 little dents on the car that either need to go to Clearwater Dent and Repair and get pulled painlessly. But there's a lot of damage to the doors. Although everything lines up, you can see when they did the last fender, it just wasn't right. So I'm trying to get this back together. There's a 96 Cobra over there in the yard. I got a lot of Cobras over there. There's a 96 Cobra with no rear end on it. It's got Brembo front brakes and cow hood. It's got a lot of stuff done to it. Well, it's sitting there and it's stripped on the inside. There's nothing. I might go rob Peter to pay Paul. It has 2 mint black fenders. I might go steal the fenders off of it and possibly the front Cobra bumper and just go ahead and convert this. It has a black cow hood, but you know what? I'm kind of digging the Mystic hood, and I'm gonna some of the paint has gone in these areas, but I think it's kind of cool, you know, just something different. Driver for now, and maybe possibly vacuum the interior out today and clean the outside. It just has a lot of little things, but they're little things in the game of life. And getting a car for a deal and fixing it and making it running and driving for cheap, hey, that's a total score either way. So as always, like, subscribe, and share. And this is the GTS Revival. Keep on dreaming.